us trying. That was us trying to be.
We'll never get it.
But
we'll
yeah,
never get it. The beat's too complicated.
But it keeps going on. Welcome to Sarcastic News Live. We are, as you know, the least trusted name in news. My name is Justin Cross, and I'm coming to you live from the Skidrow studios right here in the heart of LA's fried chicken and chocolate district.
Ooh, sounds amazing.
If you think I'm kidding, I'm not. There's actually a new restaurant about to go up here in downtown called Choco Chicken, which, in case you were wondering, and I know you are,
I'm on the edge of my seat here.
Combines, get this, chocolate and chicken.
Whoa.
Yeah. It also, not just chocolate and chicken, though. There's also mashed potatoes with chocolate chive butter, chocolate ketchup, and that's right, for the alcoholics in the studio, a chocolate martini.
Wow.
So, where do I sign?
Yeah. Can we go there?
You don't have to sign anywhere. You just have to pay $7.99 for a lunch item, I guess.
Is it a lunch buffet for $7.99?
And like an all you can eat?
That would be the best.
That would be great if it just came with like some insulin afterwards. We've got a great show for you tonight. Our guest, his name is Tom McKay. He's a writer for PolicyMike.com. Did an interesting article on Bo Bergdahl, who's been in the news lately, regarding, was he a deserter? Is he a deserter? What should we be thinking about the whole thing? He's going to talk to us about that. Again, PolicyMike.com. Tom McKay will be our guest, but live in studio, as usual. Just three guys who are just breathing heavily into the mic right now. I'm going to start right across the street from me. Eric Feldstein, everybody. Eric.
Oh, thank you. Don't force it, guys.
No. They did. Eric Feldstein, how you doing?
I'm great.
Feeling
Thank
good?
you. Yeah, I'm feeling real good.
Next to him, Joe.
Trying to adjust my mic.
We just had Subway, so we're feeling good. Eat
You
fresh.
He's feeling good. I'm feeling
stall number
fidgety.
2 in there is feeling real good right now.
Not so
That's
much.
what we heard.
And right across the street, Speaker of the House, Jake the Snake Craney, everybody. Jake the Snake Craney.
Hey. Thanks.
Speaker.
How you feeling tonight?
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to be here. I'm percolating over here.
You're percolating. All right. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Like
It's time for the percolator?
Well, it sounds like their stomachs are percolating. I don't know what else is percolating with you, but so I got 2 notes from the show. First of all, in the back over there, Jenny Guzman said we're lame. That's.
I did not say that first.
Oh, wait, you did not say
Someone
that
else
first?
said
No.
it then.
Was that on the Twitter sphere? Is that where that came from?
Yeah.
Jenny is such a support system for us here.
Yeah, really
thanks a
lifts
lot.
us up there.
That's
It's
great.
Jenny Guzman in the back. Also, though, watch out on clapping. Don't do too much. I think we've already met our quota for clapping tonight, and not people who have the clap, Eric.
Oh, okay.
But then also, I did too many sound effects last week apparently. So I'm gonna try to only do.
Who's giving you this feedback is what I want to know.
Our panel of listeners.
Our legion of fans.
Your manager that's sitting right there.
Oh, management.
Oh,
I didn't.
true.
Well, she didn't want to be. She didn't want to be a big focal point of the show. But Tara is here.
I'm just observing, yes.
She's judging all three of you.
She's writing
She's got
notes.
a clipboard.
Oh,
Eric's got a creepy grin on
Just
his face.
pretend I'm
that's
not
why
here.
Jake is percolating.
Oh, he's so percolating right now. All right, something weird is happening to my laptop right now. But it's time, as always, for the Sarcastic News Live Rundown. Our top story tonight, the last U.S. prisoner in Afghanistan. As I mentioned, Sergeant Bo Bergdahl was traded, not picked up on waivers, but he was traded. That's right, for 5 top Taliban leaders. While still young and athletic with a good fighting potential ahead of him, some critics are putting into serious question Bergdahl's commitment to the game. Now, I'm sorry, I didn't send you the clip. It was a clip of Stephen A. Smith yelling, but nonetheless. It was him referring to Jadeveon Clowning and him not being committed to the game, basically. It's better when I describe it. Nonetheless, as I mentioned, many are questioning the move to free Bergdahl, as it's being reported that he was captured after deciding to freely leave his post. On top of that, the prisoner swap included 5 Taliban leaders who, after arriving home in Afghanistan, are planning to not only fight America, but probably write autobiographies that will undoubtedly debut on Oprah just months from now. You win an apple cart. You win an apple cart. Everyone wins an apple cart. That's my Afghani accent. Some are saying that the Bergdahl trade was so bad. Get this, that the Bergdahl trade was so bad that even the Oakland Raiders wouldn't have made it. So, yeah. And catching the eye of mainstream America for approximately 8 minutes the other day was climate change. President Obama announced new restrictions that would reduce carbon emissions of power plants by 30% by 2030. He said, quote, "If we can do this," Obama said, "we can all add another 15 years onto the time until we all have to migrate to Fargo." Okay, thanks, Eric. Sorry.
Good stuff.
Kind of rough out of the blocks right now. It's all right. Many Republicans, though, are against Obama's new proposal as they're calling it a job killer, especially for those who work in the coal business. Some GOP members are even calling it Obama's war on coal, which clearly doesn't make any sense because, as we all know, ever since taking office, Obama has been waging a war on Christmas. And who is the mascot of the war on Christmas? That's right, folks, coal. So there's no way he could do that's like a double negative. In Seattle this week, the minimum wage was raised to $15 per hour. This, combined with legalized pot, has officially deemed Seattle the coolest fucking place ever. Okay, thanks. Wow. Of course, some on both sides are concerned that the minimum wage increase will raise the cost of a cheap meal at places like McDonald's, meaning that your $4 quarter pounder meal may actually cost $6. But rest assured, if you eat McDonald's often enough, the cost of your triple bypass will remain the exact same.
Ooh, that's where I'm headed.
Yep, that's right.
For sure.
In sports, the New York Rangers and the LA Kings are squaring off right now as we speak.
Go Kings, go.
Go
NHL
Rangers.
Finals beginning tonight. This is the first time that New York and LA have squared off in an NHL final, and the first time they've been in any sort of elimination match since the East Coast West Coast gang wars of the early 1990s. Back in those days, of course, elimination meant death. And in classic faux news anchorman radio host style fashion here, on occasion, I'm going to be turning to camera one, not just to look at myself and count the number of freckles on my face, but also to give you, the audience, a bit of a personal aside. Things that rile me up, things that get me going. I'm going to look at you directly, and I'm going to give you my personal take on the situation at hand. And something stuck out with me, to me, about 5:30 p.m. when I was trying to fill a little more space on this page. I call this segment, it's called, it's our first one ever. It's called Justin's Personal Asides, and I've asked Jenny in the back to give us some theme music. Here it is.
Oh, my God. Gold.
Gold, Jerry.
Gold, Jerry.
That was good. That was good. I like it. You can cut it. We're done with it. It's good. Ran its course. The subject of today's personal aside, CNN.com. Holy shit. You guys, what do you do on that site, CNN.com? I'm pretty sure you just should change the name to Reddit.com or TMZ.com.
That's who reports for them.
Or since those are taken, maybe you should just call it shitwescrapedofftheground.org. Make it a nonprofit. What the hell is it? If you gander at CNN.com, do it right now. Do it whenever you listen to this podcast. Take a look at CNN.com because you're going to find a litany of inane, absurd, stupid, but I have to say very titillating and clickable posts. For instance, today at 5:30, I went on their homepage and they were leading with, get this, another Donald Sterling story. They led with another one. And just under that...
Wasn't it like a month ago?
Yeah. It was. It was. There's no news to talk about, but they led with it. Just under that, though, at the top of the page, the homepage there, here are the articles in order. Blue Angels dove into porn. Breakfast and dieting, does it work? Obama's gym routine revealed.
Ooh, I want to see that one. Bookmark that.
Well, you know what you need to do? Look right under that, because this is true. Right under that, it said, watch Obama hit the gym. And it was a video.
Wow.
It was a video.
Wow.
Please.
But for the folks at home that don't find President Obama hitting the gym, if you feel like it doesn't, A, turn you on, and B, want to make you click, I give you the read this, watch that section. Okay? The read
your
this,
favorite
watch
section?
that section. If you're just looking to get salacious pandering to the people who are looking at cat videos online during work, this is where you need to go, folks. Because I swear to God, you got to check this out. Here are literally the posts in order in the read this, watch that section at 5:30 today. I'm not verbatim. Here we go. Watch man do CPR on squirrel. Pilot swallows cocaine, dials 911. Jane Fonda says, "This about sex?" All caps. Stars rock short hair. Amazing sports photos. Like they just got that from the stock footage right there. And my favorite, look at me, 22 selfies of the week.
Oh, wow.
God.
Honorable mention, of course, goes out to top amusement parks, and then something about Jonah Hill making a gay slur. Oh, and by the way, Rihanna's sparkly dress, apparently. That was...
Oh, good. That's what I was waiting for.
I just want to say to you, CNN.com, first of all, thank you for being the basis of Justin's personal side segment. And second of all, you're not the most trusted name in news. You're the premise for movies like Anchorman 2 and Idiocracy. Thank you.
That was good. That was good.
Idiocracy.
Not enough. There's not enough clapping. On
That
this
was great.
That was deep.
I saw the fire in your eye.
Yeah, that was
one, too.
real impassioned. I love that.
Did you see the scant facial hair just spike
I
up on my
see
neck?
it.
on
yeah.
end. Yeah.
What's with the beard now? What, you trying to grow one out?
I'm a man.
Ooh,
Yeah.
What's happening, Joe?
don't leave me behind, Justin. I'm scared.
Puberty's calling. No,
When's it gonna
seriously,
come?
there's a guy named Puberty calling next segment. He's calling in. He's our guest for tonight. Not Tom McKay. I made that up. Guys, we got a great show for you tonight. Tom McKay from PolicyMike.com will be talking about the Bo Bergdahl story. Hope maybe about why he should change his name just because his name's stupid. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. And we got the snake game coming up towards the end. Of course, we've got some great local stories happening. What's happening in your neighborhood coming up next. Check us out. This is Sarcastic News Live. Check us out on Twitter. Live tweets all the time. Joe's live tweeting tonight's show.
Right now.
At SN Live 1. We're on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will be pandering all night long. So Jenny Guzman's going to hit it in the back with some music here coming up. We'll be right back on Sarcastic News Live with what's happening in your neighborhood. Oh, man. Should have seen the white people in the room.
It's happening.
Oh, man. That was pretty good. We're back here on Sarcastic News Live. My name is Justin Cross. I'm with Joe, Eric, Jake the Snake, and, of course, management sitting next to me. Corporate's in the house tonight.
That's a nice intro.
Terry's. Now, we've got our very popular segments blowing up everywhere. It's called What's Happening in Your Neighborhood. Jenny, hit it. We're only allowed to play 9 more seconds of this song.
Yeah, we were informed.
Yeah. Safe than sorry.
We'll give you all 9 seconds, though.
I like doing this. Chop the music's head off.
That's a 15-yard penalty in the NFL.
Oh,
you got to
yeah.
watch out for that.
That's true.
Yeah, they can't do anything anymore.
If I could interject real quick before we start our neighborhood segment, which is currently sweeping the nation, I'd just like to interject and just say congratulations to the Los Angeles Kings who have just won Game 1.
Oh,
Nice.
boo.
Yeah.
Suck it,
Boo
Joe.
that, man. Boo him.
How you feeling about that, Joe?
I don't feel very good. I feel good about the story I'm about to tell then.
Well, bring it, because you need something right now.
Yeah.
You look deflated.
I am deflated. I want to talk about the crappy LA Kings fans that are in this nation. Although they recently beat the Chicago Blackhawks to get themselves into the finals, there's a fan by the name of Clark Wong that has recently filed a lawsuit against Chicago Blackhawks goalie Corey Crawford.
Wow.
And he apparently backwashed into his water and then purposely turned around and flung water in Mr. Wong's face. And now Mr. Wong is suing
Wait,
because he has serious eye irritation.
Wait, who is Mr. Wong? Is he a fan?
Mr. Wong is a fan, and he was heckling Corey Crawford after he got pulled from the game.
Oh, wow.
And Mr. Crawford didn't take a liking to that.
So he's suing Crawford.
Yes. And there's video footage of Corey Crawford spitting into his cup and then throwing it at Mr. Wong. I think it's a close and shut case.
Yeah.
A closed and shut case?
I don't even know what to say.
and shut.
It's closed and shut. That's how closed it is.
Wow, that is pretty close.
That's how
But
you
that
get pink
raises
eye.
the question, can you really even root for the Kings if there's such crappy fans like them out there in the world?
Well, yeah, it is LA, so yeah. What is Wong is right.
Wow.
I've been sitting on that one
Zing.
for a week.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good zing.
Thanks, guys.
Touche.
You just want to close up the show now.
Close and shut.
Can't get much funnier than
Walk
that.
away.
Done.
Closed and shut on the show. I don't know. What do you think about that Snake as a king, as an ardent Kings fan?
That fan is clearly a douchebag, but he doesn't speak for all of us. So to that, I say, if I was Corey Crawford, I probably would have done the same thing. I would have pissed in the water bottle and thrown it at him.
Mm-hmm.
I would have just spit on him, actually.
Yeah.
Well,
Skip
Just
spitting in the
beat him-
bottle.
Beat him without mercy.
Yeah, of course.
With your hockey
Yeah,
stick.
go all Ron Artest on him.
Yeah.
Jump right into the
you're
stands.
trying to say the fan was the one that was in the Wong?
Yeah, clearly.
Can you get one
I
more?
got 10 more of these
You got
guys.
10 more. Let's just go the whole segment.
I'm just oh man, I just saw our ratings just jumped right there. It was a big spike right there. Somebody's gonna sue me for what I just said.
Mr. Wong is listening. He's going to sue you as well.
He's coming for blood.
I will say this. I think
He's
that,
coming with a lawsuit.
dude. We are. I
It's not going to take a long time.
I don't know. It's the whole segment right here. Tom McKay sitting at home going, what am I calling into right now? Like, what the hell is this?
What's wrong with
He
these
just
people?
unplugged. He just took the battery out of his phone.
Yeah, I don't know. Welcome to America. You can sue over hot coffee. I think it's stupid.
I've seen that documentary. That lady had a case.
Really.
The McDonald's hot coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, it was scalding. She had to get skin grafts, guys.
Really? Never mind.
That's tough.
Stop laughing.
She was also 80.
But really.
She deserves a little bit of the McDonald's Golden Arch
Oh,
treasure.
It's part of the golden of the arch.
Yeah.
You see a chip in there? Oh, their employees sure as hell don't, right?
No, not at all. In Seattle, they do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Shit. What do you got for us, Feldstein?
I got an interesting case here, guys. It's out of Utah. A 32-year-old teacher was ratted out by a 16-year-old student who he had sex with multiple times. And they're calling it a rape case on the male student. And they were talking to the teacher, and she said that she had denied him at first, but that he, quote unquote, wore her down with his advances and caved. And they did it a few times. And so now she's in hot water, obviously. But, this is common in America, obviously. And I just kind of wanted to ask you guys, the question would be, did you ever have a hot teacher when you were in high school that you wanted to get with? And if you did you actually get with them?
And Tara, let's start with you.
Apparently, there's a story.
Yeah.
Breaking news story.
No, not at all. I was a very late bloomer. I was not interested in guys in high school,
Yeah.
nor professors
Wow.
or no.
Yeah. Yeah, she was.
Okay.
I never had that situation.
And anyway,
Good stuff.
I never
Yeah.
personally encountered that situation. All my teachers were either like 80-year-old women or like middle-aged men with
You're not attracted to
beer
that?
guts.
Oh, yeah, that works. Yeah.
80-year-old women do it
That
for
works
me.
for you. That you are. Come on, Joe. I know you have a story.
I actually
here.
have one, and her name was Miss Maddie, and she wasn't an 80-year-old woman. She was like a 25-year-old science teacher.
Oh.
And she was batshit crazy. I loved it. And what makes it even worse is I recently found out that she is dating a guy that is a grade above me.
Really?
Right
Wow.
now. I used to be
Oh,
friends with
God.
this guy.
So you're 20.
We're no longer friends.
So he's like 26, right? 26
exactly.
or 27.
Yeah.
And
I
how
don't
old
even
is she
know
now?
how old she is now.
Well-
Ballpark 40.
Okay.
40.
That's fine.
That's fine,
Yeah,
right?
it's fine.
But he ruined my dreams. So I'm coming.
Do you
for
think
blood.
do you think there was stuff going on in like while he was in school?
Oh, definitely. In 8th grade for him.
Yeah.
Had to been.
Yeah.
She was going to get supplies out of the supply closet way too many times.
Yeah. No. She definitely.
She was doing something.
Yeah. A lot of rulers.
Yeah.
A measurement going on. Snake Crane, what do you got for us?
Well, my story today comes out of England, where
Did you just try to drop an accent on us there?
England.
Did
I
it
felt
sound
like
like
you
it?
just did an accent for a second.
Jenny's
Today? You sound
like
Jenny's
you're from
nodding
London.
in the
Is
back.
Jenny what did I say?
Jenny's got the final judgment on this for sure.
Did he try to do it? He tried to sneak one past the goalie?
Oh, blow Yale. All right. So in England this week, a viral sensation, not to be confused with Eric Feldstein's Twitter handle, the viral sensation.
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
Zinger.
Yes.
Yes.
Zinger.
A viral sensation erupted when a fan in the upper deck of Wembley Stadium, which is gigantic stadium, they were in the upper deck. They made a paper airplane and they threw it in the middle of a game, an exhibition game against Peru. The paper airplane made it all the way down onto the field and hit one of the Peru players. So the odds of that have to be absolutely astronomical.
Of course.
I don't have any sort of question based on the story. I just really enjoyed it. And what I thought we would do here is a little test. During the break, I'm going to hand out a piece of paper to all of you. We're going to make a paper airplane.
Okay.
When we come back from the break, we're going to see who can fly their airplane the best.
I love it.
And we're all going to play for a fake charity.
That's great.
Of course.
What does this have to do with the news at all? Can you just hand us a piece of paper and you guys can all like write down questions for our guests tonight?
This qualified as a news story because it was an extremely popular sweeping the nation on YouTube.
Oh, was this in the Read This, Watch That section on
Probably
CNN?
was. Yeah, it probably was, actually.
I must have.
I think this might have been where I got that. That's all I read. I don't read the actual headlines.
Well, so wait, it hit the, like, he just flew the thing down.
Paper
here.
airplane from the upper deck. It traveled
Did it hit him
hundreds of
hard?
feet
Did it
all
hit
the way
him hard?
down.
Was he
it just
injured?
ran into him. Well, no.
I want to start now.
I need
You're
to
passing
start.
out paper.
This is serious.
We're doing this.
Good times.
Everybody
doing
get out
this.
your crayons. Get out your crayons.
We're doing
I'm
this.
definitely putting like some design on here.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Wow. This is good radio right here. All right, so we're gonna go to. I guess that's what we're doing. We're gonna go to a quick break right now. I do want to say a quick personal, or a quick announcement here. The guy who Nestorius Public Radio, which is
NPR.
NPR. It's a show right here on Skidrow Studios, hosted by Nestorius. Right? He looks like, I don't know what 1990s lead singer does he look like?
I know the answer to this.
You know the answer. You know who the answer is?
Oh, yeah.
The guy from Korn.
Close. That's not a bad,
He looks like corn. What?
Who does that look like? Lead singer of what band right there?
LM? No, I don't know. Got no clue.
There it
I'm going to
is.
say counting
Counting
crows for
Crows.
100.
That's right.
He also
Adam
looks a little
Duritz.
bit like Kevin Smith.
He does look
Yeah.
like Kevin
Oh, yeah.
Smith. Wow. Okay, great. Well, that's good radio. Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, while the Sarcastic News Live crack squad is doing something really
Unlike
important here.
paper.
Exactly. You guys can check us out on Twitter at SNLive1 and also on Facebook, Sarcastic News Live. And check out our website, sarcasticnewslive.com as well. We're going to go to a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to do our paper airplanes. And then we also have Tom McKay. Very excited about that. He's a writer for PolicyMike.com. He'll be right back with us, too. So we're going to go to break right now. We'll be back in just a minute.
Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every step I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name. Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every step I get to, I'm clocking that game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Bonafide hustler, making my name. All I wanna do is take your money. 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 High with skulls and bones, sticks and stones and weed and bombs. Running when we hit lethal poison for the system. High with skulls and bones, sticks and stones and weed and bombs. Running when we hit lethal poison.
We're back on Sarcastic News Live. The Crack Squad here is all over the news, covering the news so well that last segment, Snake found something in the Read This, Watch That section of CNN about paper airplane hitting a Peruvian soccer player. Decided to tell us about it on air, and then instead of us preparing questions for our guest to talk about something very serious, they ended up making paper airplanes during the break to the song "Paper Airplane." So, if you're following this right now and you decided to leave, I don't blame you at all. I really don't. In fact,
How did you get mad at me for saying that comment at the beginning then?
You guys are lame.
Well, yeah, that was me.
I was kidding though.
How could you weren't. You were like, you were saying you're like, that's a lame show. Like it was one of those like under the breath types of comments. Like you thought nobody was there.
I was just waiting for you guys to prove it. That was really mean. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean.
Where's your paper airplane? That's the
It's
real.
just
That's
your
the real
natural
problem
Latino
here,
blood.
Jenny.
Yeah,
You're just so mean.
I'm just so mean. Sorry.
Hey,
I'm excited to see this segment. I think people are
You couldn't make a
watching.
paper airplane to save your life.
Sorry, Jenny.
You're right. I couldn't.
Maybe we
at
should
all.
do some more porn on this show.
You know, someone in the Netherlands is listening,
Is that true?
watching.
Are you looking at the
that's
schematics
because
right
we
now?
did the paper airplane story in the
paper
Netherlands.
airplanes are
Exactly.
huge.
In
So-
the
Paper
Netherlands.
airplanes,
Give
big
them a
in
little
the
shout out.
Netherlands.
All right,
Love
well,
the Netherlands.
They could make better paper airplanes than
Never
this,
been.
I'm pretty sure. They're good at math.
Well, we're back here on Sarcastic News Live, and clearly we've just evolved into arts and crafts. All right, Snake, you started this whole train. Who went? Actually, management. Did you make it? Oh, you made one too.
I kind of made one, yeah.
You've got a
I
little,
made
like,
an
bullet
attempt.
train going
it's more,
on there.
Yeah, it's very, very streamlined.
All right, let's start over
I
there.
get to judge because I didn't make one. I
Where
didn't
is
get
my target?
Throw it at the
Jenny.
door.
Jenny's your target.
Is Jenny the
actually.
target?
All right, let's all throw it at Jenny.
All right.
Oh, that's not
Wow.
bad.
Wow, almost hit the
It
window.
started out really
almost
well.
hit the window.
And then
Yeah.
it got scared.
A little
at the end.
updraft.
I'd say at least 15 centimeters.
All right, Justin, go for it.
Is this going to fly?
That was more of a hand grenade
It was a
style.
paper football, actually.
Okay,
Disqualified.
look at this.
This is
Joe's
bad.
got one with ripples in it.
Oh, well, that's
Thing is
because
straight.
I'm
Looks
hoping
like a
that
dragon.
it will just like float.
because it's a United Airlines plane.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe. Let's
so
rock
it'll
and roll.
crash.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I took out the competition,
suing
which is
you.
what I was trying to do.
Feldstein?
All right,
Feldstein's
Feldstein.
got a
Watch and learn.
origami going on.
Oh,
It's going to be
That
hard
was
to
a
do.
dart.
I'll
That
be
was
here all night.
Virgin
It's gonna be hard
America
to
right
do.
there.
I've got like an aircraft
Jenny wasn't even
carrier
looking,
going.
and then that made.
All right,
I
Jenny.
was looking through the camera
Oh, okay.
to make sure you can see the airplane.
Wow.
Oh, nosedive.
This guy right
Well,
here.
that one's
Eric
never.
Feldstein with the win.
That was Malaysian Airlines right there. That one's never going to be found. We're just going to hear
No.
Oh,
pings.
God.
All right, so Feldstein wins.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
That's the first thing he's ever won in his whole life.
And that's his reaction.
Seriously.
Deserves a round of applause right there.
Thanks, guys.
Eric
Thanks.
Feldstein.
There it is. Golf clap.
Thank you.
All right. I'm just going to give you dirty looks throughout the show, Jenny. All
I'm
right.
really sorry.
Algunas personas.
Fine, I'm glad that's what you meant that. All right. Let's get this back on track here. So Snake Craney. What else? Any other stories that we have for this week to wrap up the what's happening in your neighborhood before Tom McKay, our guest from Policy Mike, joins us? What else you got for us? Sink?
Well, the only other things are the major finals of both sporting events, the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs starting this week.
The NBA is still a thing.
Okay.
It is indeed. We've got the same rematch of the Heat and the Spurs from last year, so it's just
I
a
turned on
real-
SportsCenter and I just thought it was a replay. So I
Yeah,
just turned
it might as
off.
well be. It might as well be.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Justin doesn't like the
Insightful
NBA.
content. All right. Well, we are joined right now from PolicyMike.com. He is a writer for them, and also did a very good feature this week on Bo Bergdahl, the sergeant who is just retained here in America, and was the last one, the last soldier that we got out of prison over there. Tom McKay is our guest. He's joining us tonight. Tom, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. I know it's pretty late over there in New York.
It's about 11:30.
Well, we appreciate you sticking with us and joining us tonight. I want to ask you. A lot of people. The major question on people's mind is Bo Bergdahl really from America? I'm kidding.
We don't know for sure yet. I'm sure that Obama is currently fabricating birth certificates as we speak.
Wow. He's good at that. Yep. I heard.
And the other question on people's mind, I think I just want to get this one out of the way, though. But is Bo Bergdahl really his real name, or is it? That's a lot to say. Bo Bergdahl, come on.
I have never actually heard either of those names with any other person, first or last.
BOWE, So let me ask you, though, so where is Bo Bergdahl now? Is he back in America, or what's his status?
Bo Bergdahl is right now. He is in the hospital recovering. I believe that he's I think it's called Rundstall in Germany.
Okay.
And they're obviously the guy is in very poor health. To the best of our knowledge, he's having serious trouble speaking English. Possibly because he hasn't had a chance to speak it in quite some time, or for all we know, his health is so bad that he's no longer able to really communicate.
Wow.
Yeah. Or it could be a tactical decision to just fake not doing English.
No, was it? Let me ask you this. So was it something that was that a big component? Do you think of the U.S. government deciding to, of Obama and deciding to actually bring him, to trade the 5 Afghanis in order to get him back?
It's they've been working on this for a while, for actually several years, is what it seems like, and they've been just waiting opportunities. I don't know if this one was really specifically they had to do it at this moment. That's what the White House is saying. But it does seem clear that he's in pretty bad health. The Taliban released a video actually of the prisoner switch off, and he looks very bad. He looks like a cancer patient.
Wow. And what has that's pretty tough. But why has this become so political in your opinion? Is it because of the 5 Taliban members that were released and the top Taliban leaders that were released? Is it because of the claim that he was deserting? Why has it become because this is something that is pretty commonplace at the end of most wars, isn't that right?
Yeah, and to put this in context, up until 2006, just from after 9/11, about 40,000 troops from all branches of the military had deserted. That's just according to the Pentagon. And now, obviously, most of those didn't go AWOL over in Iraq. They went AWOL at home. But as of right now, it's just this perfect storm of, he's the last one. So there's a lot of media attention anyhow. And then there's the fact that his family has been acting rather weird. I don't know if you knew that his dad has been giving sort of pro-Guantanamo Bay prisoner statements on Twitter. And it just has to do with the fact that, frankly, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that pretty much anything that this president is going to do is going to get jumped on somehow. And it's that perfect confluence of, is this guy a traitor? Did Obama trade terrorists for a traitor? And that's the way they're really trying to portray it. And I don't think it's an exaggeration to say that Republicans mostly Republicans have been waiting for something like this. They're constantly ready to jump on this stuff. Most of the interviews with the New York Times with former members of the platoon, they were arranged by Republican strategists. Mm-hmm. So this is like just, I think they see it as a massive opportunity also, and they want to get on it very quickly before it fades from the public eye.
Now, in fairness, though, to the Republican side, though, isn't it, I mean, is it, from your take, is it one of those situations where we did just trade 5? I mean, like I said earlier in the segment, even the Chicago Cubs wouldn't have made that trade. Yeah, you're a Cubs fan, aren't you? But, I mean, they obviously five Taliban leaders that may or may not, but you know, definitely some decent chance that they could come and try to fight Americans again. Do you feel like, you know, there's a legitimate point there?
To some extent, yes. But on the other hand, as people have pointed out, as we're winding down in Afghanistan, this is just kind of what happens at the cessation of hostilities. If the U.S., for some reason or another, isn't able to have charged these people already, they have to get rid of them somehow. And I think part of the strategic logic is if they have to, at some point, release these guys, they might as well get something out of it.
So they're used goods. We don't need them.
Do you now? With that said, do you feel like how long is this going to play out? Do you think it'll eventually not be much of an issue, but because we are, you know, it's 2014, but we're starting to get into, obviously the political years get longer and longer these days with elections coming up. Do you think that we're going to see this played back as the presidential election and as, you know, other elections become to the forefront a little bit?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can't even remember how long the Benghazi thing has been going on. And it seems like every other month they're starting a new round of hearings. They say, we'll really get to the bottom of this. And, of course, it's all bullshit. And I think that if you look at this, you know, the facts are not out. We don't know whether he actually left with the intention to defect or even to go AWOL, really. We only had that one report. And already they're jumping all over this because they think it'll play well with, like, their base.
Yeah.
But I think it remains to be seen whether that's going to play out with Americans. Benghazi certainly hasn't been, but they keep on harping on that.
Well, if they want something to play out with Americans, and I'm just saying this as a comedian, but I really think that Rihanna's dress should be a major issue in the election.
It's too sparkly.
Well, yeah, and I don't know how they could spin that politically, but
we could trade that dress for some terror.
There wasn't much to trade, really. Pretty bare.
Lots of Swarovski crystals.
Hey, Tom. Thanks. First of all, thanks so much for joining us, and let us know. We have a guest from Policy Mike on from time to time. What other articles are you working on here in the next week or so?
Right now, we've been writing about net neutrality a lot. I'm sure we're going to be writing about Bo Bergdahl a lot because this is really, I think, just starting. Other than that, we just, I do a fair share of coverage of what's going on over in Russia. And that's about it right now.
You just do all the fan favorites. I mean, you got Bergdahl, you've got Russia, you've got net neutrality. I mean, Tom, settle down here, okay? You're playing to the kids over there. Is it tough? Let me ask you this: is it tough though to take articles? I mean, because you know, obviously that's not necessarily the thing that Americans, you know, want to read about. You know, and in a culture where you're seeing more and more of kind of the entertainment as news and all that kind of stuff. Is it harder for you to make articles like that? I don't want to say more entertaining, but you know, you do want to garner a readership at the same time. Not that those aren't interesting, but is it tough sometimes from your perspective?
Yeah, I think so. What we try to do is we try to break down articles into simple, almost like bullet points, but we break down the article into sections and explain, you know, what the news is, kind of the background, any other pertinent information, and we try to wrap it up with why the reader should care.
Yeah, I
So
like
we're,
how I just want to say, because I like how in the article I was reading that you did on Bergdahl, the first one I saw, you really kind of I think you put at the end kind of like, what's the takeaway? Why do you care? And I really appreciate that, because I think that's sometimes what you read those articles and you kind of want to go, why do I care? Why should I care?
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of the times, there isn't really, when you're reading some aggregated news or even like cable news or network news, you're not really sure why this affects you, and that's what we try to do in our articles. We try to relate that back to people so that they have a reason to share it and a reason to try and inform other people.
Well, I'm glad you do that, because I take my table news just like my table wine, and I go, why am I drinking this right now? What's it doing to me? And you really put it in perspective. Tom McKay, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Tom's a writer for PolicyMike.com. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, man.
Tom McKay from PolicyMike.com talking about Bo Bergdahl. And we've got the Snake Game coming up next, which you're going to cover the gamut of news stories this week. Right?
Always do.
Always do.
Only the hard-hitting stories.
So we got Rihanna's dress, we've got LA Kings, and then some Bo Bergdahl.
There's so much more quotable news coming out when it's like stupid stuff, like entertainment stuff. But I got some stuff. We'll see what happens.
I'm excited to see what you have.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We're in the wall.
Can't go wrong.
All right. Well, we got that coming up next. We'll be right back here on Sarcastic News Live. That was actually me doing karaoke.
I've been saying it for months now. That should be our intro music every night. Every night.
It gets you going. That's Jenny.
It does.
Jenny, are you is she improving the
Jenny's
music?
got her iPod back there just rocking and rolling.
Really? Is that what you do during our show? Because you sure as hell aren't listening.
Wow.
To this lame show.
I'm just not going to comment.
You're really laying into that.
Good,
I know,
Jenny.
I know. Well, I'm sorry, Jenny. I'm bad. Why am I apologizing now?
Because it's Jenny.
She's
You
a
love
sweetheart.
Jenny.
She started it.
Jenny.
I'm kidding. We love you, Jenny. All right, we're back here on Sarcastic News Live. My name's Justin Cross. I'm with Joe, Eric, Jake the Snake, in management. Tara's with us
Brass.
as
Thought he
well.
might have
The
warmed up to
brass.
me a little bit.
I know. All right, so we're gonna do the Snake Game here in a second, and I think we should do it kind of like we did last week. Girls on this side and boys on that side.
Yes.
Sounds good.
We didn't wear our flannels, though, this week.
No.
We're not really
Straight up.
men
I'm just rocking Target.
this week.
You're just
Short sleeve shirt.
$10
showing off
beef.
those guns right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd like to point
Those are all
out that I
for you.
beat him last week in the
It's
arm
true.
Oh
wrestling
yeah,
competition.
Joe did beat.
You see these
He's
pythons?
right.
And then he beat me when we got home.
I
too.
did, because he made it such a struggle. I said, "Fucking throw the thing," and he wouldn't do it.
You look like a you look like a distance runner. Like you look
I
like.
He
am a
is. He is a
distance
distance
runner.
runner.
Are you?
I ran cross country all
Really?
the time. I cried the whole time. It's the longest races of my life.
A doggo.
If during the break we found out that because I said, Eric, you should have chimed in during the interview there, because Eric came in here, he was firing off Bergdahl facts and everything, and he goes, I don't know, man, I got most of my news this week from muscle building forum.
Bodybuildingforums.com. It's very popular.
Bodybuilding.
You should check it out. They got a lot of great memes and some good laughs.
Some great memes.
I'm in the market for some good memes.
Yeah.
Great, they got some great
We're
threads.
running out.
Wow.
We need more better news.
And if you ever need ointment for your back knee, check out bodybuildingforum.com.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we're back, and it's time, as always, for the snake game.
Same music as my alarm clock in the morning. I just spring out of bed like, yes!
But this one doesn't smell like bacon, okay?
Hey.
That's an actual product, by the way. Alarm clocks that smell like bacon when you wake up.
I will be
That's
purchasing
genius.
immediately.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right,
do we
let's
have?
do this. Who are we playing for tonight?
Who are we playing for? Boys and Girls Club of?
Tijuana.
Yeah.
There
Those
they
kids.
are.
Again?
I mean, we've given them so many
my-
light beers.
And they've rewarded us
They have
with...
dysentery now.
Gentlemen, who are you playing for?
We should play for the bodybuilding news forum.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, all right.
They need better
I like it.
memes.
They
Yeah,
do.
We're going to give them some right now.
Yeah, they're not going to make that ointment from nothing.
No,
you know?
They're not.
All right, let's get this party started.
All right.
Quotes from the week in news. Four questions. Whoever gets the most wins for their respective fake charities, although the Boys and Girls Club of Tijuana is a real charity. But we're just not going to mention that. Quote number one. Life is one big rodeo, and all you got to do is stay in the saddle.
The Boys and Girls Club of Tijuana.
Oprah.
Was that A, real-life Blow character George Young on being released from prison, or B, Dallas Cowboys linebacker Sean Lee after tearing his ACL during minicamp?
You're on a
should
big
know
sports
this.
kick tonight.
Yeah.
I'm always on a sports kick. I apologize.
What do you want to go with, management?
Staying in the saddle. I don't know. I kind of want to go with the first one, the prisoner. What is it? The guy released.
The guy from
Bo
Blow.
Bergdahl? No.
Bo Bergdahl.
He can't speak English right
I don't know.
now.
What do you think?
This was the guy that the movie Blow was based on.
George
okay.
Jung.
Didn't see that movie.
I think I'm going to go. I'll go with the first one.
Yeah.
First one?
Jenny's
don't
like,
care.
whatever. I didn't even hear the question.
What do you got,
I
Snake?
won last week.
Well, these guys
so-
have
yeah.
Well, Blow happened so long ago. It's got to be Sean Lee, right? Thank you, Eric.
Keep
Yes.
breathing heavily into the microphone.
Thank you, sir.
Football.
We're going Sean.
You're going Sean Lee? All right. That was a quote from George Young on being released from prison. You guys have not gotten an answer correct.
We have it. We are 0 for 6. I'm pretty
We're in
sure.
the slum, man. We need to get
And
out
we
of
gave
this.
2 wrong answers to the
right.
multiple
You
choice
really-
question
yeah.
last week.
Did Eric just say we're in the slum?
I said slump.
Oh.
Slump.
We're Slumdog
we are
Millionaires.
also
We're
in the
coming
I was
back.
gonna say we
This is
are.
the slums.
Yes.
We need lifelines.
Cockroach on the wall.
What was it? The Chicken and Chocolate District?
Chicken and chicken.
Yeah, let's go there.
Quote number 2. When you just leave your doors open, things come in.
Pretty big.
Michael Jackson.
Was that A, Chelsea Handler on stepping down from her popular show, or B, Cameron Diaz reflecting on her career?
I'm okay. I want to go
Are we going
Cameron
first?
Diaz. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
we have the honors. I got to say Cameron Diaz because I don't think that Chelsea Handler would have said something that's that obvious, like where you can make a quick joke there and not have made a joke there. So I think Cameron Diaz kind of strikes me as like saying something. I mean, like that's an easy joke, as for a comedian like her.
Well, maybe Jake just didn't read the rest of the joke. But I'm with you. Cameron Diaz.
Just
Oh, wow.
Gentlemen,
I don't think Snake's
All
that.
right, whatever we pick,
dirty.
we should pick the opposite.
Well, Jake's a mastermind on the
Thanks.
likes of Saw, and he knows how to
He's good.
do the reverse. So it's got to be Chelsea Handler because it's obviously not not Chelsea Handler.
I like that math.
When you just leave your doors open, things come in. That was a quote from Cameron Diaz. Yeah. Shutting you guys out again.
We should have gone with the opposite.
Shutting you guys out.
Of what we thought.
All right.
We're trying to miss
I feel
them
good
now.
about this next one, guys.
You guys are going to get booed out of the studio.
I think you're going to get this one, fellas. You've got to embrace discomfort. It's the only way you can put yourself in situations where you can learn. Was that A, Louis C.K. on his comedic philosophy, or B, Jonah Hill apologizing after making a homophobic slur?
Ooh.
Wow. I think that's
This is too tough.
the brave people who listen to the show. I think that's their mentality every time.
That's good. I like that. You've got to embrace discomfort.
It's not an option, though, guys. Actually, it's not a real option.
That's the actual
Justin
answer.
Cross.
Oh, gosh.
Any guesses there?
Don't worry, it's not live radio,
We're
guys.
scared.
All right? Don't just,
I'm too scared to answer now.
it's a
I want
trivia game. It doesn't
these
mean
guys to go
anything.
first.
I'm a
I think
wounded
they're
dog.
I think they're going to nail this one. Go
Louis
first,
C.K.
guys.
Louis C.K. That's got to be.
I trust my life partner.
All right, that
I would say I would go with Louis C.K.
I would too. All right, we're gonna go Louis C.K.
Everybody's on the Louis C.K. bandwagon, but you guys just answered the same thing that these guys did, so
It's okay.
wouldn't be too confident.
0 for 8.
All right, you've got to embrace discomfort. It's the only way you can put yourself in situations where you can learn. That was Louis C.K.
Yeah! We're off the schneid.
All right.
Nice.
We're going to Sizzler.
Final question. It's our 27-point tweet of the week. So whoever gets this one will be pronounced the winner. Which energy drink tweeted the following brilliant life advice this week? You only get one shot, so bring a rocket launcher. Was that A, Monster, B, Red Bull, C, Full Throttle, or D, NOS?
Or E, Four Loko.
Really hitting the hard news stories
Tara,
this
you
week.
pick it out. We get the honors. Tara, what do you go?
Full Throttle. I mean, you know much more about energy drinks, but
I know a lot about
Jenny's in the
Blow.
back agreeing. Jenny's with us.
You want to go
Full throttle.
You're going Full Throttle.
Can I get
Gentlemen.
those again?
Yeah,
Yes,
can we get
Carson.
it again?
Monster, Red Bull, Full Throttle, or NOS? You only get one shot, so
Can
bring
you
a
use the
rocket
question in a sentence, please?
launcher. Language of origin.
Language of origin.
Jeez.
Oh, God.
This is tough.
Hold on, I'll stall with the story. And
No,
you-
no, that's
It's not like we've got a running clock right there.
Monster.
Monster.
You're going Monster. You guys are going Full Throttle.
yeah.
You only get one shot, so bring a rocket launcher. That was a quote from NOS.
That's right.
Jenny
I
knew
was
it.
just saying that with Andy. Yeah, I was just
prove
saying
it.
what I was-
Jenny
Oh,
subscribes
okay.
to all of the energy drink Twitter feeds to see what the latest news is in the energy drink world.
Man,
I
Suck
wanted. I was
again.
thinking about that just because of the name, like, because
Yeah.
it sounds like the rapper, you know.
Wasn't that what they used in Fast and the Furious? So that's the nitrogen oxide.
That's actual NOS. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like
That's
when you
the
put
real
it in
deal.
the
So
car.
we
Yeah,
won.
yeah.
So we
Gotcha.
won.
Yeah, you won.
Yeah, you
All
won.
right.
By default.
By default.
Well, you know what?
I hope you have diabetes.
Happy for management. Happy for the boys and girls
the
coming to
brass, the
Tijuana.
brass.
And
is
how do we
happy.
feel about you guys?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's the snake game right there. Wow, we've had quite the show.
It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah, we've
Flew
been.
by.
We were serious, then we were a lot of not serious, and then we were NOS, and then we finished on Life's a Rocket Launcher, right? Is that how it went?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a heart attack, something like that. That's what I thought it was
Jenny
gonna
stayed awake for the show.
Impressive.
Thought that was big. That was pretty big. We really want to thank Tom McKay, who's like I said, a writer for PolicyMike.com, for joining us tonight, and Snake Craney.
And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are going to be putting a lot of new content on there consistently. We're going to have some funny videos and great stuff for you there.
Yeah, we've got a lot coming up there.
Jake sitting on a toilet. It's big stuff.
It's good. Oh, it's going to be there. Yep.
Yeah, well, it's where he does. It's where he gives.
Oh, have you not
it's where he
signed off on that yet?
pontificates. No.
Wasn't sure.
I'm totally good. That's
Okay,
he
good.
does his best pontificating right there.
That's where I come up with the snake game.
It's true. He's solved a lot of algebra problems on that thing.
Nice.
For Joe, for Eric Feldstein and his musclerelaxer.com website. Of course, Tara in management and corporate.
The brass.
Jenny and Andy in the back. Thank you guys, as always. And Jake the Snake Franny. I definitely thought you brought your B- game tonight, Snake, and I really appreciate that. My name is Justin Cross. As Jake said, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out, sarcasticnewslive.com, on Twitter at SNLive1 and Facebook. We'll be back next week right here on Sarcastic News Live. Thanks for joining us.
See, I've been here for 28 years, pounding sweat beneath these wheels, tattooed lines beneath our skin, no surrender, my Bobby Jean.